just another INFJ ramble. I kind of wanted to explore why INFJs are so judgmental. I've made recordings on this in the past, but I, like I said in previous recordings, I revisit topics in order to kind of expand upon them. So like maybe I saw like 2 or 3 angles of a topic, and then as I kind of like explored it on different levels, I got more pieces of the puzzle that kind of gave me a bigger picture of what I am dealing with. But yeah, so we are considered judgmental, and I was thinking about it. I was like, why am I judgmental? Like, why am I always looking, or why do I focus in on like things that seem problematic? You know what I mean? And it has to do with enhancing things, including yourself, enhancing the people around you, the environment, situation. So, like judgment, yeah, it's like a double-edged sword, and like any tool, it can be used for like destructive purposes or constructive purposes. I feel like INFJs use judgment constructively and destructively. You know what I mean? Like we see things that have like flaws. I don't know if that's the right word, but we see like how something can be fine-tuned or enhanced. And in order to fine-tune or enhance something, you need to see like the little kinks that need to be unkinked. You know what I mean? I also noticed like it's funny, and people are so afraid to like point these things out. You know what I mean? It's almost like they feel like you are being negative, but I guess it's dependent on like how you are outletting the information. If you're using it in a way that's condescending, or you're like you know what I mean, like expressing your insights in a condescending way, yeah, I guess that's not good. But if you're doing it in order to pinpoint areas that have weak spots, and then you're looking to understand it on a higher level or degree so that you can kind of like enhance it, improve it, and make the necessary shifts, to evolve it. Judgment can be good. You know what I mean? And I think that's how we use it. Like, I know, like for me, I'm highly fascinated with like people and what compels them to do the things they do, or think the way they think, or see the world the way they see it. You know what I mean? I want to understand, and when I don't understand and it's not in alignment with where I'm currently functioning, it may seem like I am being judgmental, like, you know what I mean, in a negative way, but I'm not. I am trying to understand. I think that is the main objective. I want to understand, because if I understood, there would be no reason to question it. You know what I mean? There would be no reason. If something was already like fine-tuned, or like, working, how do I say this? Oh my gosh, I don't know how to say this. Yeah, like if everything was like flowing, and everything was like, how do I say? There was no like issues, then I wouldn't have a reason to judge, or ask questions or inquire, you know what I mean? Because I would understand. There'd be no reason to be like questioning you, or questioning your actions, or questioning why something is the way it is, because I understand, but if I don't understand and something is not like working, if something's not working, I'm gonna like see the aspects that are not in alignment, and I'm going to probably inquire. And then people mistake the inquiries as like condescending judgment, and it's not. Like seriously, like for instance, okay, how can I put this? There's this person at work, and this person does things that just don't add up. It doesn't make sense. And if I understood like why this person did the things he did, I wouldn't question it. I'd be like, oh, okay, well, he does it like this because of this and this and this. But because I don't understand, because things aren't in alignment, because it's kind of having a negative impact on the larger schematic of things, I'm kind of like, what's going on, But then like when I do what's going on, it's like I'm being judgmental and I'm being negative. It's not even about that. It's about seeking higher understanding. And I think that applies to everything, And I think people who are not accustomed to tuning into these things or honing in on these things, they're not used to people inquiring, and they take it as an attack. Like they take it personally. It's not even personal. I'm just trying to understand you. And once I understand you, or once I gain a certain level of understanding, then we can kind of like move through it. You know what I mean? Anyhow, I don't know if I made sense. I don't know if my point came across like clearly, because I'm still working on like expressing myself in a way that is understandable. Yeah, but if there's an issue and it needs to be attended to in order to fine-tune something or enhance it, why not focus? That's what we focus on. I guess not everybody focuses on these things, and so that's why we come off as judgmental. When in actuality, I think the main objective is to enhance or realign or balance or evolve something that no longer works. That's pretty much it. So are we being judgmental, or are we just kind of like trying to enhance things? You gotta ask a question. You gotta question yourself. Like, why do you think that? Why do you function that way? Why do they function that way? That's how I am. I have like a very curious mind, and I'm always inquiring, and it's not even personal, but people who are not accustomed to that type of mindset, they view it as a personal attack upon them, and it's not. And it's funny, it's like I can explain that to someone who is more mature-minded, but the more immature-minded people don't get it, and then you just have to stay quiet and just kind of like watch, And I understand that like things fall together and things fall apart, but while it's falling together and falling apart, like, I don't know, I'm always focusing on how you can make it better. Always focusing on that. That's my freaking passion, okay? Making things better, including myself. So it's not, I don't know, do you guys think it's judgment, or is it just that we're just like wired to hone in on things that no longer work, so that we can like not problem solve, but are INFJs judgmental, or are we just wired to enhance things and to understand things that no longer work, so that we can enhance them, or create a new paradigm or a new program that we can implement? Anyhow, I'm gonna stop. I'm rambling. I'm so good at rambling. I'm like so good at sleeping and rambling and sleeping and spacing out. And thinking. People think I think too much, but that's just how I'm wired. I think. I think a lot, you know, but I've gotten better at just kind of like seeing things and allowing, so I don't get like stuck in too many mental loops. Believe it or not, like you can get tired not just from physical activity, from like overly stimulating the mental like aspects of yourself. So you can like mentally get exhausted. And so I think I've gotten to that point of mental exhaustion, and now I still like try to enhance things, but I just don't like over indulge in it. You know what I mean? Anyways, hey man, if you learned something, cool. If you didn't learn anything, that's cool too. I know, I don't know if this made sense. Anyways, you have a beautiful day. Tomato, tomato. And blessings to one and all.